Hi, welcome back to misformeeple. My name's Mitch.
And I'm Morgan, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about our top 10 favorite fall games. So it's officially fall as of September 22nd, so we thought that we would share some of our favorite fall-themed games with you. Just that kind of invoke the feeling of fall. They're kind of cozy games to play during this time of year.
Yeah, when you think fall, you think changing leaves, cozy food, and those are the only two things I think when I think of fall. I don't know.
Pumpkins, farmers markets.
Right. Lantern festivals.
That's a spoiler.
Is it?
Anyways, these games are in no particular order. So let's jump right in. I'll go first.
Okay.
Alrighty, the first game we're going to talk about is Tree-Lined Avenue, published by Japanime Games. This was one that we picked up at Origins. It was on my list of games to get when we were at Origins. It's a super fun tile laying game where you play gardeners trying to create the best avenue. So you score your row and your column based on the number of the same trees that are in your row. And once the board is completely filled out, it's a 6x6 grid. It's just filled with all of these different colored trees. And you can collect the little animal tiles, and the paths all connect, and it's really, really pretty. You're just building like a park by laying these tiles down. And one of the most fun things to do in fall is to look at the leaves. That's what everybody loves to do. So this game really invoked that feeling of just going to the park, taking a stroll, and looking at all the beautiful autumn colors.
Yeah, no, very fall thematic. With the orange. What's the cover look like here? Oh yeah. No, like how do you look at that and not think of fall?
Right, exactly. But the board looks really pretty when it's all laid out. And yeah, it's just a cute little tiling game. Plays super quick, like 20 minutes or so.
Does it have a little worker placement? You have gardeners that you put out.
Yeah,
those are just like your scoring.
Yeah, your scoring element. They have little hiking poles, which is really cute. But yeah, and the animals in it are like squirrels and foxes and ducks. Your classic like animals you'd see at a park.
A deer.
Deer, yeah. It's a really cute game. But yeah, Tree-Lined Avenue by Japanime Games.
All right, now we're talking about Veggies, published by DeVere. And Veggies is a very fast 2 to 4 player game where players are collecting vegetables or some fruits. I think strawberries are in there. And you're just kind of laying the cards over top of one of another, trying to build out your little like market stand in order to score your most grouped vegetables and how many individual groups you have of them. And you'll also score your opponents, whatever most vegetable or fruit that they have, you'll score on your board as well. But like you're saying, in the fall, there's all sorts of farmers markets, and it's a chance for everyone to get a last harvest in before winter. Is there anything you wanted to say about Veggies?
I really liked Veggies. I liked that you could, when you're laying your cards down to build your market stall, that you can either cover up a section, because some of the stalls have boxes, or like in boxes full of rats. Rats are worth negative points.
Oh, I forgot about the rats.
Yeah, so you can like cover the rat cards with like more fruit or veggies to make your stands. So you can kind of like negate those negative points, but you don't always have to lay it over top like some card games.
You can play it
also play it adjacent, which is kind of interesting. A lot of those card games, I feel like it's either you have to play it over top or side by side. I've never seen one that does both. But yeah, it's a quick little game. It's really fun. I definitely would change my strategy for the second time.
Oh yeah, I did win.
Yeah, I had a huge array of like bananas and strawberries.
Yeah, that's right. The game's called Veggies, and you went for fruit. So.
Well, so you score based on like your longest chain times how many groups you have, and I only had like one large group. which isn't the best strategy. But yeah, super quick game to play. Definitely reminds me of fall because when you go to pick pumpkins, you go to those cute little like pumpkin patches. They always have like a little market stand, at least in Ohio they do. They always have like a market stand where you can buy fresh fruits and veggies. And that's just kind of what it reminds me of in the fall. So yeah, that is Veggies by DeVere. Next on our list is Autumn Harvest, a Tea Dragon Society card game.
Good game.
This game
from Renegade Games,
really
right?
surprised us. This game was on my wish list for a really long time, and then our friendly local gaming store happened to have a copy of it one day, and so I picked it up. I mostly just wanted it because it's super cute. You play little tea dragons. So like one dragon is peppermint, one is Earl Grey. They're super cute. And I mostly just wanted it for the cuteness factor. I thought it would just be like a little silly cute card game. Little did I know that this is a deck builder. And we love deck builders. And this was pleasantly surprising. We really enjoyed this one. So in this game, you are trying to collect growth tokens in order to buy new cards from the market, which will allow you to buy memory cards, which are end-game victory points. It plays really well. Each Tea Dragon has a special ability in their deck, like a unique starting deck, which is really cool. So yeah,
the abilities are really cool. I liked Earl Grey. It's my kind of tea.
Peppermint is adorable. So there is actually two versions of this game. This is the Autumn Harvest, and then there's a first game just called the Tea Dragon Society. And from what we've looked up, that one seems pretty basic.
Skip that one, get this one.
Yeah, everyone said that Autumn Harvest is the better game. It adds the growth tokens, and it adds more. It's more of a game. The other one kind of is just like a very basic card game. But both of these games are based on a graphic novel called The Tea Dragon Society. So after we played this and we really, really enjoyed it, I was like, I gotta read these books. So I just bought the pack that has the complete collection of all 3 books. And there's little Peppermint. So cute. But yeah, if you're interested, they are also based on a graphic novel. So I haven't read this yet because it just came, but I'm very excited to dive into this.
And learn the dragon's personalities.
I know, I feel like that would make the game so much better.
Ginger's probably sassy.
Yeah.
Like, Ginger just looks sassy.
But yeah, I'm excited to kind of like learn more about the world, and then I play the game again, and I feel like it'll have more of those tie-ins and, you know, make it just that much better. So yeah, that is the Tea Dragon Society Autumn Harvest.
All right, now we're talking about Momiji from Japanime Games, and Momiji means autumn leaves in Japanese?
Yep.
Yes. So in this game, you are collecting rustling leaves into different piles. They are various colored. You have, you know, all the different colors of fall. You know, some green, yellow, orange, red, purple, and brown. And you are just slowly collecting those leaves out in front of you while you are trying to make your leaf piles as tall as you can while ending with like a 3 card on it to like multiply your score at the end. And I don't know, we just played it and I had a lot of fun. It's for 1 to 4 players. We played it at 2, but it was just a nice set collection with some other actions that you can do in there to kind of change the way scoring works with objective tokens.
Or get like end bonus points. Yeah.
Yeah, to where, I don't know, I really liked it. Like this is a good fall game.
Yeah, you are basically raking leaves into piles and scoring your points.
Yeah, but you're raking them into like colored piles.
Yeah. No, it's very aesthetically pleasing game. I liked that there is a lot of strategy because the cards are only
0 through
0
3.
to 3. So in order to build it tall, you have to stack numbers together. So you have to start like with you have to start with a 0. Multiple zeros, multiple 1s, multiple 2s. But if you wait too long and you have a stack of 4 zeros and the game ends, those are worth no points.
Yeah,
because it's multiplied.
On your turn, you either stack your leaves or you collect the leaves from the pile.
So if you have like a 1 on top, that would be in 4 zeros. It would be 1 times 5 because that pile had 5 cards. But if you don't add another number because you're trying to make your pile higher, then that stack of zeros is worth 0. Yeah, it's a very, very thematic fall game about, just collecting leaves.
It means autumn leaves.
It means
like
autumn
how,
leaves.
how much fall do you want?
Yeah. Yeah, this one's really fun. This one just recently came out as well.
Did it? Oh, cool.
We got it in like the last month or so, I would say.
I like it.
Yeah.
Momiji. Check it out.
Momiji. Alrighty, next on our list we have Rustling Leaves, published by Cosmos. So Rustling Leaves is a roll and write, and actually this game could count for all 4 seasons because there are 4 different seasonal sheets. There is a spring, summer, autumn, and winter, but the cover of the box is clearly fall.
Rustling Leaves, that's fall.
So I've only played with the autumn set, and basically what this game is, there's a sheet full of symbols, and then there's like a river connecting, or a river cutting through the symbols in the grid. And so you roll 2 die, and then based on the numbers of those die, so if you got like a 2 and a 3, you have to draw, based on your starting tile, a 2x3 square of symbols. So you would circle in 2x3 however you want to do that, up and down, left or right. And then you choose one symbol within that block to score. So if there's 3 leaves in there, you decide to do the leaves. So you would just mark off your leaves, and then you would bubble in the leaves at the bottom for the scoring conditions. The fall each season has different symbols. So like the fall had like 2 different kinds of mushrooms. It had a bunch of leaves. It had trees. So for each like leaf and tree pairing, you get a point. It had pine cones. It had squirrels and acorns. So they all kind of score a little bit differently. I think it was you multiply your acorns by how many squirrels you have. So yeah, it was a really cute game. Every time you draw a new section, it has to be adjacent to your last one. And you're just trying to fill up your board. If you ever can't place what you rolled, then you get negative points. But yeah, it's a really fun. I played it solo. Mitch didn't play this one with me.
Nope.
But it's really fun, quick, roll and write. You can play while you're like drinking a cup of coffee or drinking a cup of tea in the fall. Yeah, very cozy game. But that's Rustling Leaves.
Now we're talking about Lanterns, the Harvest Festival from Foxtrot and Renegade Games. Now I know what you're saying, like lanterns? Come on, how's that a fall game? It's during the Harvest Festival. When do you harvest?
In the fall.
In the fall. Maybe.
Harvest typically means fall.
Does
it's
it?
when you harvest your vegetables before winter.
Well, I mean, you can harvest vegetables whenever they're ready, right?
Yeah, but harvest, I think, is typically like associated, like the autumn harvest.
I associate harvest with fall.
Yeah.
But anyway, the Lantern Festival, or the Lantern Harvest Festival, you are setting down tiles that have 4 different like quadrants to them that will relate to the players that are sitting around the table. Whatever colored quadrant is facing that player, they get that colored lantern, and so on and so forth, to where everyone's just adding lantern tiles to the lake while collecting lanterns. And once you get so many, you can make dedications out of your sets of lanterns, either 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind,
one of each.
One of each, or I believe 3 different pairs. When you make a dedication to somebody releasing the lanterns, you score points. And then there's all sorts of, I believe, floating pads that have like pandas and like dragon designs on them. When you put one of those down and you make a match getting the lanterns, then you get a little token which allows you to exchange one color for a different color. But it's 2 to 4 players, 30 minutes, easy to learn. I really enjoy this game. I played it with my mom a couple times, and
We've played it a couple times also.
Yeah, we've played it a couple times too.
It's a really good coffee table game.
Yeah, I really like it, and I think they came out with an expansion.
I don't know if that's out yet, or if that's...
I could have swore when we were on vacation, I saw it in the store.
Well, they have Lanterns, the dice game. That's a thing, and that's out, but I think the expansion is either on Kickstarter or coming to Kickstarter or just...
This is a Kickstarter game?
Or just fulfilled.
Okay, we'll have to look that up.
That's from what I remember.
We'll put it in the description below whether or not this has an expansion or whatnot.
Yeah, but there's definitely Lanterns the dice game, which we have not played. But this is a tile laying game, and it's really fun. It's very like, it's nice like collecting the colors. It's a very like peaceful game. I feel like.
It's nice because you get the lantern cards on other players' turns too. So it's like while they're playing a card down to get the color they want,
You get the
you're
one
also
facing
sort
you.
of benefiting from it too. So
Yeah.
yeah, I really like it. It's a little puzzly, thinky, and you can see what other players are going for to where you might orient a tile a specific way so that way they don't get the color that they need.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lanterns, the Harvest Festival.
All right, next on our list is Three Sisters, published by 25th Century Games and Motor City Gameworks. So Three Sisters is a roll and write game about backyard farming where you are planting pumpkins, corn, and beans in order to score points. You are watering your crops. You are getting bonuses from sheds, and you're also planting like fruit trees in an apiary for honey. You can use compost to kind of like mitigate your die roll. And then you can acquire like goods throughout the games that you can sell at the farmer's market. There's a little like farmer's market chart, and based on how many goods you have, you can get different bonuses for things that will kind of combo your actions. But it's a really fun roll and write, very thematic for a roll and write.
The fact that it's played over 8 rounds, your first couple rounds are fairly small in the combos that you're doing, but by the time you get to round 4 and 5, you might be watering like one like pumpkin or something like that, and then that's gonna unlock like a daffodil in your perennials, and then that, like doing the daffodil in your perennials gets you a mark in the shed, and like having a mark in the shed gets you a good if you have a wheelbarrow, to where it's like it gets very combo-y, like mid to late game, to where I really liked it. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would.
There's also like a lot of like actions that you can do, because it's like once you, so we played with 2 players. The way you like assign the die is whoever goes first gets to pick the die, and based on the number of the die, that coordinates to a garden plot, and it's 1 through 6. So if you roll a 2, that coordinates to the 2 garden, which means that you can either plant or water in that garden section. And then in addition to that, you also get to do the action of the space. So if the 2 is on like the shed space, that means you can also take a shed action. And then the next player would go and take their turn. And then whatever the lowest value die is that was not picked, you both get to do that action and the tile that it's on, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, so it's
That's
kind
how
of
we
nice
played
as a
it,
2-player game. Like you do get like a lot of turns, so it does start like kind of small, like Mitch said, but yeah, the combos like grow.
It's got cool pumpkin dice.
Yeah,
like,
and
it's got like a nice orange color.
And the one value is a pumpkin on the die, which is really cute. But the sheets are really pretty. Like they all fit, and it looks like a nice like backyard garden. The 2 sheets actually kind of like fit together, where it's like you have your shed over here, and then you have like your little orchard section, and then your big garden plot, and it's just like a backyard, and you're planting and watering, and it's really fun gardening roll and write. We really liked it.
Yeah, good times. I won.
Yeah, I know. We need to play it again.
I won again.
It is the season, so this will get played over the next month or so.
Yeah, bring it on. I don't think I can be beat.
It's autumn.
I'm
These are the
undefeated
time
in it.
to play these games.
I'm just undefeated.
Yeah, you have been on a little bit of a winning streak. As much as I hate to admit it, my very long streak has ended.
That's right. How the tables have turned, Morgan. How the board game tables have turned.
Wait. I did just beat you.
You did. I was hoping you wouldn't remember. You just beat me in, what's the worker placement one?
Tree-lined Avenue.
Tree-lined Avenue. That ended my winning streak.
That's right.
But
Anyways,
prior to that, I was hot.
but that's Three Sisters.
Now we have Creature Comforts from Kids Table Board Gaming. And Creature Comforts is 1 to 5 players, about 45 to an hour long, and you are playing a family of creatures, either bunnies, like foxes, raccoons, squirrels, and I forget what the 5th one is. What is that on the back? Right there. What the hell is that thing?
A skunk? A hedgehog? Porcupine?
I don't know. And a fifth creature that is kind of just a weird shape. So your goal is to get your family as comfortable as possible before winter comes. So you're playing over the course of spring, summer, fall. So it is 3 seasons in the game, but it seems very fall themed because with all the comforts that you're getting comfort foods and all sorts of other things. But this is a mix of worker placement and dice placement, because at the start of the round you'll roll your 2 dice, which are your family dice, and those are color coordinated to correspond with your family. After you roll those 2 dice, you'll look on the board as to all like the various spaces that can be activated with your workers and dice, and you'll assign your 4 workers to potential dice. So let's say you rolled like a 1 and a 2. There might be spots on the board that activate with 1 and 1 2. So you can assign 2 of your workers to those, and then your other 2 workers you can assign to like spots that activate with like a 3 and a 4. So it's like you don't have the dice to activate those yet, but after you assign them, you'll roll the village dice, which are 4 white dice, and then you'll get to use those in your assignments as well. So if those didn't roll the 3 or a 4, then you kind of wasted those workers. So it's kind of got like a bit of pusher luck, whether or not you think your rolls in the village dice will contribute to it. I played this game solo, but when you play in multiple people, everyone uses the same white dice values after you assign it. So it's only your village dice or your village dice, what applies to your family, is going to change. So you'll have a difference of 2 dice compared to everyone else. But you're using those. I'm talking about it a lot. I enjoyed it. It was very cozy. I was wrapped in a blanket and I was drinking tea for a little bit of it. So you're using those spots to gather resources. And then once you get resources, you can use the owl's nest to acquire different comforts. Once you secure a comfort, you can use resources to build the comfort and then score points. And the comforts are all sorts of things like board games. And then on the board games, it's like, oh, for every toy comfort card that you have, score like 2 extra points. You got all sorts of different like cozy cards. And then there's different like traveling villagers that will kind of change how each round plays, to where it's like it might make some spots on the board more valuable to go to, offering like more wood or stone to craft stuff. And there's different season cards at the top that will change the worker placements that you get to pick from. And on the left-hand side of it, I don't remember the name of the cards, but there's cards that you can craft other comforts that are like a wheelbarrow or a tool shed, or pretty much like some sort of like tools or object that gives you like passive abilities to use throughout the rest of the game. It's a lot going on.
Sounds like a lot going on.
But I mean, it's fairly simple once you know how the round portion works of assigning dice, assign your 4 workers to potentially like activate those locations, and then roll 4 dice and assign those dice. So that's the base of the game. Creature comforts, one heck of a fall game. I played it by myself.
I haven't played this one yet, but I really want to. Is this the version with the wooden pieces?
Yes, this has the nice components to it.
Okay, I really wanted this version, but I haven't gotten a chance to play this one yet. But definitely gonna play it this fall for sure.
Yeah, right. The first player token is a worm, because the early bird gets the worm. So that's the token that indicated first player. I didn't need it because I played by myself, and yeah, it was good.
Definitely a good pick for fall though, because autumn is like all the animals are getting ready for winter. Squirrels are gathering nuts. Bears are eating a bunch of food because everyone's going to be hibernating, which is kind of the theme of this game. Just getting cozy for winter.
Oh yeah, you're getting scarves and like hats and snowshoes and stuff. You're just getting ready.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the game, because once you flip the cards through and you get through the seasons, the board itself shows winter. So I thought that was kind of cool.
That's cool.
So yeah, Creature Comforts, go check it out.
The next one on my list is Chai, published by Steeped Games. So in Chai, you are running a tea shop. You are gathering ingredients in order to complete orders for customers and get tips to put into your little ceramic tip jars. But the reason that this is on our list for fall is because it's all about tea.
She doesn't love sipping tea in fall.
Yeah, that's the best time to drink a hot beverage. Coffee, everyone talks about like pumpkin spice lattes, and warm beverages are all about the coziness. The box cover kind of looks fall-y. But yeah, Chai is one of my favorite games. I really like there's like a Candy Crush sort of element to how you get certain ingredients. You have to take like all colors in the row, and then when you take those colors, everything slides down and more tiles come out. There's these really nice chunky tiles, which are great. This, I don't know if it's the deluxe version or if all versions have it. I think because this is the deluxe version. But we have metal coins, and it has these...
I think I bought those separately.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's metal coins, which are really nice, and when you get tips, there's these awesome little plastic cups, like teacups.
Yeah. Have you seen people paint those online?
No, but I want to paint them.
Oh my gosh, they look so good.
You gotta show me those.
Yeah, with like just like a little bit of like gold trim or whatnot.
Oh,
or
man.
I think this one person actually painted one of them white and blue, so it kind of looked like Polish pottery.
Oh, that's sweet. Now I want to paint them.
So cool.
But anyways, when you get tips from customers when you complete the order, you put your little money into the pot, and it just like makes that ching. Oh, it sounds great. And everyone has a little player board, and you have like a little shelf that you're putting your ingredients in until you can fulfill your orders, and it's very, very cute about running a tea shop, and I just love this game.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is Try by Steeped Games.
Last but not least is Everdell by Starling Games. Now, Everdell, I know what you're saying. It plays over 3 seasons. Why is it a fall game? Well, the whole point of the game is you're prepping your forest or your town to get ready for winter. When do you get ready for winter?
In the autumn.
In the fall. Who says autumn? No one. No one
and
says.
The box cover, I feel like, is the most autumn. You have like little toadstools and mushrooms on it, and it's this like burnt yellow color.
Yeah. And in autumn in this game, you also get 2 extra workers. It's like the best season to be in this game. You get to combo so many more actions. But anyways, in this game, it is a tableau builder and worker placement to where you're placing out your workers to get resources, using those resources to buy like farms and husbands and wives. That's how it is,
yeah,
right?
I know husbands and wives are in there,
yeah,
but there's also other things.
No, I know, but that's how I won. I had farms and husbands and wives, and that took down your king and queen. And
I didn't have a king and queen. I had a university. And a scholar.
Well, my peasants, my people in just rags won the game because I had so many of them because they were cheap.
There's a really nice 3D tree on this too.
Yeah, the table presence is really nice. The components are awesome between the pebbles and the berries.
Even when all the cards are displayed, like, this is the back of the box, like, it just looks very fall. Like, a lot of the cards are like orange and yellow and green, and it's very much fall colors.
If you haven't heard of Everdell, I'm sure you have, but check it out. It's a very nice thematic game. There's even an app that I believe is coming out now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think they demoed it or showed it off at... Maybe it was a little bit at Origins, but it definitely was at Gen Con.
I don't remember it at Origins.
I think there was one computer set up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'd be interested in the app. I like board game apps because they play like nice music and they're animated.
Yeah, this is either an app or on Steam. I can't remember which one, but there's some sort of digital version of it coming out.
Wingspan has an app.
And it's on Steam. Yeah, it's both. So yeah, tableau building, worker placement, very nice game.
All right, I have one honorable mention that I wanted to mention. It is
the honorable mention that you wanted to mention?
Yeah,
okay.
One honorable mention that I want to mention. And it is the game called Bosk, published by Floodgate Games. It's a game that's on my wish list. I really want to get it. I feel like it is the perfect game for fall. It's an area control game, which is why I've been like a little hesitant to kind of pull the trigger on it. But I feel like the theme alone would be enough to get me to play it. Basically what it is you are taking a stroll through a national park. We love national parks. And you are like growing tree. So you're like laying down leaves in order to score the biggest area in this park. And you have these little hiker like cardboard figures that each player has, and each player has like a different color tree, and there's like purple and orange and yellow and green, and it's very fall. I believe it also plays over several seasons, but from what I've heard, fall again is the best season because that's when the trees are fully grown. But the whole game, like the leaves are scattered on the like forest floor, which that only happens in fall. But yeah, we'll put a picture up of it here. But yeah, that's a game that's on my wish list. It's called Bosk. It looks super cute, and that's a very appropriate fall game. It's an honorable mention because we haven't played it and we don't own it. So.
But we want it.
It's a nature game. I gotta have them all.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a national park one. So anyways, those are our favorite fall games. Let us know down in the comments below what some of your favorite fall games are, or if there's some that we've missed that should be on this list.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of fall games.
Like what?
I don't know, but I'm sure there's a bunch out there.
Yeah, let us know what some of your favorite fall games are.
So if you liked what you saw, be sure to click the bell so that we can get notified of videos that we release, which we release every Sunday. And now we're starting to release some shorts too, so I don't know if the bell notifies you of that, but keep an eye out for those. Click the subscribe button because it really helps out the channel, and click the like because it helps the video out. But my name's Mitch.
And I'm Morgan. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye. That light is like...
Don't look at it.
Like, well, when I turn to look at you, it's right in my face.
Don't look at me.
I always look at you.
You don't gotta look at me. Do a half turn towards me.
The half turn is the light, Mitchell. Like looking into the sun. What is going on with that piece?
That's what I'm saying. You mess with one strand, they're all connected. Alright? I'm just glad it's still there after all these years. Flawless.
That is pretty good.
One more for safety. One more for safety. Oh, that's good temp. Oh, that's good sipping. Yeah, you gotta. You didn't get it. Can you just drink it already?
No, you keep making me laugh.
All right.
And I don't want to burn my tongue.
Drink it.
And it feels hot as
Right, that's good sipping temperature. That's comfort in a mug.
You okay?
Yep. We're back from vacation.
I don't think we need to say back from vacation.
This is my mug.
I think they'll clearly see. Oh no, it's on the
because
other side.
it's just a yellow mug. I'm right-handed, so I'm looking at it. We're back from vacation.
I don't want to say back from vacation.
Oh, I did really
that
like
one
that.
was
No,
surprising. Like that was.
for how small it. Well, save it for the video.
So, I'm sorry.
Come on, Morgan. That's behind the scenes talk.
Okay, shh.
You can't waste that.
Are we ready?
You gotta bottle that magic in the camera.
I kind of like the way that you said it.
I don't know what the I said.
Okay.
We don't write a script for this.
We don't know.
We
it's
just
all
sit down
100%
and come
wung.
up with it on the spot the day of.
Wung? Is that the past tense version of winging it? We wung it. We're wunging it. We're winging it.
In the dance.
Oh. Do. So, Mitch, did you want to go first?
No.
Okay.
Momiji from Japanime Games. Momiji means fall.
Does it?
It doesn't, but they don't know.
You can't just make up words.
You can make up whatever you want. People aren't gonna fact check you.
Autumn leaves. So you're close.
I was right there.
All right, okay.
I was right there. Why are you handing this back to me?
I don't know.
Charming game about your forest critters making a forest or town, village type city thing in this tableau builder to where you've got worker placement and I'm all over the place and I want to start over.
Mitch?
Morgan?
Are you gonna do your
Meeple.
part? Are you gonna do your part? Are you gonna do your part?
I don't know if it's empty because it's so goddamn heavy.
And I'm Morgan. Thank you so much for watching. And
Bye.
have a nice fall.
Oh, Jesus. What the
Sorry. I don't.
Why'd you change that up? It was supposed to be bye. We've done bye for like the last 10. Have a nice fall. See you next trip.